Hello class. Module 8 is a discussion around the ethical considerations for nonprofit leaders. In fundraising, ethics plays a big role in that the decisions leaders make can impact the organization for years. We've all heard or seen obvious examples of when a nonprofit leader makes a bad decision and the legal consequences that come from it. But what about those small instances where the decision is not so clear? Take, for example, a donor who gives you a gift to say thank you for your work. Do you accept the gift knowing that there could be strings attached? What about the way you solicit potential donors and ensure that the funds they give go to the correct programs? Trust, integrity, honesty, fairness, respect, and accountability are just some of the words that many use to describe good ethics, specifically ethical behavior by leaders. Along with mission and vision, certain organizational standards have been adopted that give a framework to this commitment of upholding these values. These ethical standards from groups like CASE, the Council for Advancement and Support of Education, or AHP, the Association for Healthcare Philanthropy, outline specific elements in their particular context. We explored the Code of Ethical Standards from the AFP, the Association of Fundraising Professionals, which is considered one of the best organizations when it comes to all things fundraising. Interestingly, the Code of Ethics can be applied to for-profit businesses that support fundraising. The Code of Ethical Principles outlines 4 major areas of interest in fundraising. First is the section on public trust, transparency, and conflicts of interest. This sets the tone for general ethical and legal behavior. The next section deals with solicitation and stewardship, addressing the ways in which funds are acquired. Third is the area of confidentiality and proprietary information, ensuring those mechanisms are adhered to. The final section deals with compensation and bonuses, which deals with special considerations or monies given to people. Using this framework, our text introduced us to the AFP Ethics Assessment Inventory, which is a tool to help in ethical training. While we did not actually take the inventory, the idea was to give you an example and introduction of how ethics actually plays out in an organization just beyond platitudes and principles. Other classes in the nonprofit emphasis will go into greater detail regarding ethical issues like audits, reporting, and financial transparency. Next week, we'll explore other stakeholders in fundraising, namely the board, and their role in the organization's fundraising efforts. How do you, as a leader, engage other leaders of the organization with this in mind? What limits, if any, do you have to consider on a board's fundraising activity? These and other questions we'll address in Module 9. And remember that your final assignment, the fund development presentation, is due at the end of that week. This is where you will design a presentation just as if you were a fund development officer at an organization that you are familiar with. Ideally, you'll do a voiceover presentation and include some analysis of why you think the strategies you chose will work for this organization. It'll be a fun activity and one that I look forward to reviewing. More will be said on that next week. For now, and as always, continue to post and finish up any further discussion on ethics through this weekend, and I will see you all online